Tangwe do je 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 zon ro yin ja ma do je ban jang ba zi je long ba da bra je be ge xiao je je bu jab dong ge zhan za do jian jian je de lo na ro tang ma ba ma la ju ja gan bo ba pa mo zhe ba jia wan de gong ba ga ju la ma nan je da jiong je da nan de ne zi ra dam je de la ma la ba la ye ji zu zong la zang yang den jiang zi nga la ba den zhe dong jian zhe ba ge le zu re da ge lo ji zong zhe wa re zhen jia la de zu re ju lam dan zhe wa re zhen jia la de zu an zhe wa zhe wa re zhen jia la de zhe wa yi ji zhen jia wa re zhen jia la de zu gang ge den jian zhe wa ren jiong ge ba me ba jie me ba jie ba me ba da me ba me ban zhou me ba da de dun me dun jie me zhi ba nye jie jie den ba zu ba san jie ma nan jie dan ba de la zhang za de den jin za we la ma ji jie gu zong du jie zhen la da 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 ge ju lan bu de da ge den ba da zhen jie jie dun jia jin ban zhou ba la zhen jie la de zo等你打doi tung de dara huba nangin de da duzi chek de kare khelam go yorisina jumde toni dun jogba de kolo tambu ko tong res da jumde toni de kachan yo gang la tinjin rawan tinjin jong ma to pa chunga yo ba maino chibala so ba kamne somba yindo tene
kara somba yinda chesong kasa kara somba
tinjin jong ma to pa chunga yo ba maino descher toni chunga yang yo ba maino smara ramre timde mayin pe chuji mudo se jen ra desel nas timde yom imba chutamye timde imba teni ji serna toni mayin pe chunga yo ba maino son kazan gang tindo ya terwa dan de ke jumje toni timbas de ka tambu ka sting yoris teni toni jumdes timbas ten kolo parpa ka stating resonda gang la tongba ni rongwa tel thamje rongwa yin se je de chang yor ta toni yin sona teni le jumde ta landron ju do gang yo sa mare we sam songa na te mare is te toni yin be junsin ke teni jumde tang to so ka nam ya de yong yori so jumde nam ya enari gang ta yang de nang do chun da tham je ja toni yo be ne ka da rang ka to ne yong yori se de da kolo barba ke tin do cha de yori ste kolo tham tin do de da ni se me ba tin du da ni se me ba ke tin kolo tham ke tin do na de ni se me ba de tin za tin kolo tham cha de yori song do
So before we spoke about the meaning of the sutras, and so according to that, similarly to that, then the point of the meaning of those three wheels is explained. The meaning is explained in terms of the relation between cause and effect, karma cause and effect, and emptiness. So the other day we also mentioned a quote that said, so all phenomena are interdependent, originate interdependently. There is no phenomenon that is not interdependent, and because phenomena are interdependent, they are emptiness. Along those lines, the meaning of the first wheel of Dharma is to show cause and result as emptiness. So interdependence is emptiness, according to this last quotation. Secondly, the meaning of the second wheel of Dharma is the arising of emptiness as cause and result. So also there's another quote that says, because there is emptiness, everything is possible to arise. So because one may think that if everything is empty, then there is no karma and there is no teaching of what needs to be done and what needs to be abandoned. So if you think in this way, that's also mistaken. It is because, so this is the reverse now of the first one. It is because things are empty that they are interdependent, that they arise in a cause and result relation. So all appearing phenomena appear interdependently but are empty. And then the third wheel of Dharma shows the point of non-duality.
Dawatapake umanjuk penangte chuna ran yin mi pa ni so chu tam je ran yin je ma de ba ran yin ji mi pa de la kepe tong ba ni ji nie so de la tong ba ni sin da ta ni da ge yo re so ro to ni de ang to ni je so ngo tong ban do ba yin so tong ba ni hi de ba de ang 동반이 ngoni 그 동바 차도 요리스 난데 값을 가려랬으나 나란소 남준 타마르게 남도 까용 나양 데니 소소란 나와 동바라서 바당 란이미벤 나와 중세 기바이나 텔라 힌로 요르바 텔라 힌드 갑데드 가르쳐드렸으나 데니 란이미벤 나온도와 코랑양 데니 강타르 ngarancho kowalan chengdo bu chingsi chan ro yori kains na lo tega rang ke ngarancho trot ko yo marwa te inza toni siba te dara de telo ba ke chakchin ganga nang de chuna ran yi mi ba yong shine sondo ran yi mi ba de go go yori don tam ba ko toni siba te
Oi. Hello? Tanaki Tamachi song di Rangji Mebanangwa di Tamachi song.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken Komadong.
Dawa truck base.
Di hako song. Dini tila nangwa meba tila dis shin dong yori di bado ko song.
Ta ngaran zoke rang yin mi ba ri sam ne rang yin mi ba ke nyung an ro jian de de la hin na tini de ken chen ro yo ri se ngaran zo jum chen de we na de lo ba ke na ro ba te song ro ba bus na we me chen xin be chen xin ba chu je na ro ba se te yin zang ngaran zo ke rang yin mi ba ri chi ba de zang ke rang yin mi ba o samban zin ba de ta ma da wa yin zang tani tarong te ngok tongba de chag yo maris.
So Chandrakirti said in the Madhyamakavatara, the learned ones call the lack of a nature in phenomena emptiness. And moreover, this emptiness is also held to be empty because of its essence of emptiness. So even the essence of emptiness even is empty. So now when our ordinary thoughts cease, then appearances become empty. So it happens sometimes that naturally that appearances for a moment seem to lack any inherent nature, appear completely empty. And then when that happens, this experience arises, we may become attached or cling to this experience, or grasp at the experience by thinking, oh, appearances lack any inherent nature, they're empty. So it is this grasping that keeps the mind in bondage, it ties down the mind. So therefore, Tilopa said to Narupam, son, it is not the appearances that tie you down, but it is your clinging to them that ties you down. So this fixation of thinking, oh, things don't actually inherently exist. So for as long as that is present, things have not yet, you have not yet recognized the natural emptiness. So things have not been realized as empty in their essence.
That the ngowu tongparan doba yin sondo toni deyang toni ji ngowu tongparan deba yin. Tongba ni shiba de sur ke che zugdra la soba ke tongba yi zam de ma ba toni o samba ke kandaran zimba de ke tongdu teni da de la karesina teni ngaran zo cha chi molam nang de lo dang jarwan de cha ja che sendo ya da lo dar lok pa yapa mayin ba luze ke tongba mayin ba teni rang yin ngo ni ke tongba o da te ting ke yora da de teni duso tham ji da ting dong da de ka tham ka ting ke yore son de do ko da tin jawan na
So this is showing that even emptiness itself is, in essence, empty. So we are not speaking about the emptiness of sound, form, and so forth, but even the concept of emptiness is empty. In the Mahamudra prayer, it speaks about the Mahamudra that transcends the intellect. That is, it is not just a mentally fabricated emptiness, but it transcends the intellect. It is naturally, in its innate nature, emptiness. So this is what is being shown in the final turning of the wheel.
hore da jeba de dorj song jeba de dru de nu de chunkar yin so dru de nu de chunkar yin so banda la tni da yin jitang gi yiban ro da la yitang ro la din ba ye chu chung ko lo de ngom ba yin so tni ina tni dru de nu na ma yin sin da da yitang yin kin yong yo za nan di kap su tni dru de nu de tni din ju chu chung ko lo ni de yi le re so 但的刚的的这做当着，肯定会电脑的第一群可以什么着就很多的。刚的样第一的，第一的我们电脑上个头呢，电用个有的时候呢，他引着引个一把带打不起那样，但多个那电有的时候的，一定送个带是送的。
So then we come to the Vajra statement number 8, and it says, the Vinaya Pitaka is the Dharma wheel of the Four Truths. And that is in response to people's claim that the Dharma wheel of the Four Truths is the Abhidharma and not the Vinaya. The Four Noble Truths are taught in the Abhidharma, but what Jikten Sumgön here is saying that they are also taught in the Vinaya teachings.
Oh yeah, then da Durbe denu shibande jirdan dora sotar ku tsom jika so jeba yongri de dala sungba na yinke dolong devye she teni Durbe denu de da kantar gakje da druje ti nisun na chorda yong yore so ga ji chokpa grai dang ji ma chokpa grai ni la pa sen garwa teni ten du da pe na tal ten dorwa ke ti tinju ke men ri da dorwa namji e da gakje na na tongwa de nga se yo res tongwa de nga te tongwa de nga po te gang da gang ri se na pampe de lam de sorsha de nibje de teni karadas lungzi de nga tungzi de nga se do tongwa de nga se
Durvala de nga re
drupje tara de gakje na gakje la ta tongwa de nga yorwa teni drupje na ta yechu dun la soba ka mambo yore ta ko main jam tara thyuga na
Tinga den so nga den so chilap yore ve tala nga den so tanda song songan nga ti chingchen na mata na ha ko samada nga den so ming re re shin do
main ri kin do
re ki ming re tis
love line be
ti nga yore ba ti na kara ming re re song ba ti ming re re tanda nga ti chingchen mata na ha ko samare
oh yeah teni
re yore ba durba ki nga ti
teni pump de
kapore
oh love mo go line be
ti kara re
pump de ta
lab gona ni nga
ale gakje
lab gona mimbi ni da pampa de macha pampa de chire ha go men da thambone
pump de ngarang so de zawa ige yorwa de nyang de pump jong ro ta pacher de chron la pa na gi de la pa ga ja ge tang chadruya nam na ba ni sun de ge yore cham je na ya ge na
oh yeah they are so for the Vinaya teachings so first of all there are two divisions. There are those teachings that are associated with abandoning and those that are associated with accomplishing. And so then there are within those two to be abandoned, there are 5 divisions of downfalls. And so there's 5 divisions, and for the accomplishment there's more divisions, such as 5 and 10 and 15 and so forth.
The gakje tang dripje ndrwa drlong mambo yobanange te so chama char do na tinan da yoris tinang do ndu ta tinan ndo je la techom ju bndo se techom pa me par ji ba ndo se je yor ta tinan din yi je par tin yoris on ngu ba chi po ma ris ndrwa na ndrwa ndo na tin do as tin yo ba te kare do ko yoris na tinan kare song yoris na Simjin tamje ke dunga la dunga yen ba ngo ma hi ba de la phapa namji teni dunga de dunga yen ba ngo hindu teni dunga phapa din ba o song ba res simjin tamje je dunga ge jyo kunjong yin ba ha mao dunga ganin jung ko yo ba ha mao du phapa namje de dunga de ganin jung ko yo ba ha gon du 군종 파부딘바오 스타야레스 이마도 군종도 코랑 야보레스 제 말레스 군종 파부딘 데네 심진 담제게 다 동하르데 고파 세발라 고파 등운데 지마 히바텔라 파바 담제게 고파 운데 지바 하고 지처 하고인데 고파 파부딘바오 손레스 Tang gopa deke ngome de teke gopa de la ti jyon dawa ti la ro chinkin dawa te lamdin cha de yori. Teni lamdin te yang tab tawa yang tab toba la supan palam yin la je yori. Ti je po te chirtang ke tan jiktin patam je ke te goma hi lam te goma hi du teni papa tam je ke lam te gom hi ne te la nyamni na du lam papa dimbaos dan de tege techum jubundo ndrak tinna darang tin yu zang ta de chungkar tin zi do ina tene ngombundo kona yingom do san son te song da
So basically all the Vinaya scriptures are included within those 2 classes of those which are associated with abandoning and those which are associated with accomplishing. So there's a sutra that is called the Destroyer of Doubts. And that sutra actually explains the 4 Noble Truths. So it is not just therefore taught in the Abhidharma teachings, but also in this sutra which belongs to the Vinaya teachings. And so what is said in that sutra is that sentient beings do not recognize the suffering of samsara. Noble ones, the Buddhas, understand the suffering nature of samsara, and therefore it is called the Noble One's truth of suffering. And then secondly, sentient beings do not understand that suffering arises from a cause of suffering, an origin, and the Buddhas understand that. Therefore, it is called the Noble One's truth of the origin of suffering. And then sentient beings do not understand that one achieves the result of cessation when one abandons that origin. And because Noble Ones understand that, it is called the Noble One's truth of cessation. And then, so the truth of cessation becomes the cause. The truth of the path is the cause of the truth of cessation. So sentient beings do not know that this is the antidote, that the path is the antidote of abandoning the origin, such as the practicing of the Eightfold Path. So Noble Ones, the Buddhas, understand that, and therefore it is called the means of. So This comes from the sutra that destroys all doubts, which belongs to the Vinaya scriptures. And since it is clear that the Vinaya scriptures speak of the Four Noble Truths, it proves that it is not only taught in the Abhidharma.
Dagana yinke ndorbe deno na sanji chomdi deke sone gelong das da gelong namba aso nga ta chija nga ra churang zog ma do tani dimba yebote je ta wa yin da ko yo ma res te ha ma o zan da jiti ban da tani ko wa la yun ring bo da na kon du go yo res Nami ke korang zo kaya di ke dimba ye ke ne tang de yang da ban tong du je ta wa yin tong du teni si pa kan song ko jam zo de gar gre sun do wa ke denu na da ran tin yu zang de ka tu ko yo res
Then the Buddha himself also said in the Vinaya teachings, he said, monks, since apart from me and you, beings do not perceive the four truths of the noble ones just as they are, they transmigrate for a long time in samsara. And he said that whoever sees this truth just as it is will transcend samsara. So this quote actually also proves the point that the Four Noble Truths are taught in the Vinaya teachings.
Oh ya ta ti o de teni dorji song go ba de ti pa na zo ngidung ko lo yin ere ti pa na zo re de ti pa na zo re be ma za wa de ti pa na zo ngidung ko lo de ko lo de ti pa na zo ngidung ko lo de ra ti pa na zo ngidung ko 타로 금방 이동 바이기 말해. 대판나.
대판나 소리다.
이동 콜로체 제든 더 제드니. 대판나 좀 이동 콜론 더라. 더.
제제.
아야. 난 더게 다 산제 좀 된데 그 특바나 줘 봐. 송요를 인투 그 특바. 장선 그 특바. 라소바 게더니 란자지 특바 라소바 특바 그 나소바 중국 거도 난데 언는다 데레 다 잉기 이천다 어텔라 특바 나소바 어레 다 난동데 가르스는 다 특바 나소 띵도 바데 데까 콜로 바바레스 데 잉기 이공도 어라 데니 다데 난동도 가르테 헬스나 디나나 장wo 동다 니부 동시 니요레스 인다 고도 장동다 니동 산제 그 송라 다 송바가 까지나리 특바지나리 데라 장wo 동다 니부 동니 이게 요지당 데니 니 장동 히반데 군저 딤바 주자 조지니 주옹바데라 장동시 돈당 그 딤바 주자 조지네 주옹바데라 데니 니동스네 찌쩌당 단다 이게 요르데 다 지팅 섬정 공보케 다 산제케 숭우 특바레 까데 니동 코나 인고그리 장동세 요마레 송
So then we come to the Vajra statement number 9. It says, the various vehicles teach the Dharma wheel of definitive meaning. So the various vehicles, such as the vehicles of the Shravakas or the hearers and the Bodhisattvas and the Pradyakas and so forth, So they all are of definitive meaning. And that is in refutation to those who claim that the teachings of the various vehicles are the middle Dharma wheel, while the absence of characteristics teachings reveal the definitive meaning. So in general, it is said, so others say, that Buddha's teachings, Buddha's words are twofold. There are some which are provisional, so that require further explication. And then there are some which are definitive. And so it is said that the provisional teachings which require explication are the means, are what is expressed in the relative, on the relative level. And the definitive teachings are expressing the ultimate level. So that is how it is said in general, but Lord Jikten Sumgön refutes this claim and says that all of the Buddha's words, all of the teachings are only the definitive meaning. So there are no actual provisional teachings.
Tambo de da tibat na so ngidung ko lo yin rina yin titi o de ta de dara kon shi batina yin cha yin ya ta de ngidung de yichon da la ta joban jiti sungong ke yichon de sanje ke ta ka jenare tiban da sama ngidung yin shi bandala de he ja tang tang kwa len tang te samanda wa yo sa re te che kare se na tin je ka tonda de la mla ba yin sa pe na me cha hi sik pa ri la yo na me de la pa na yin la we tho na chek ro yo du ngarang zu chun thong ji bung la 대양 코랑을 말해버리스 디체나 니동리스 니동스 디 양다 바로 시바다도 돈을 봐. 되네 자 동반이 라서버게 네로 또 심베 간자 중화 탐제다 라왕 탑 제나리 간다 돈이 그 네로 무섬도 또 심베 간자 찍라 메트 동반이 리람나 되네 대하랑 메데게 차기스 버글레가 지금 말했어 간스나 고 동반이 인장 차기스 버그 자와들 다시 말와 안 그런 걸 말해버리스 대 인장다 띵즈 돈들라 말해봐yin 바 티차니 니동스 제 종킨직 니동신 종킨직데 다라 강팅 야바데 탑데 탐지 페나 군접데 줌데 틴다가 남 야우 세네 틴도바 탐지 타르토 데니 줌데 토니 다 고아시바 그 동라 띵케 요장 니동리시 잉게 ndekhe jangken tana mandawa nisa yonko yores
So the various vehicles teach the Dharma wheel of definitive meaning. So Lord Jikten Sumgön asserts that there's all the vehicles or all the teachings of the Buddha are of definitive meaning, and there are different ways in which this is explained or understood. So the two major ways that this is explained is, number one, is that it is definitively true in terms of its infallibility. For example, fire has the property to burn. It is hot and it burns. So if you touch fire with your hand, you will burn your hand. So that's the infallibility of fire's quality of burning. So it's infallible, and so therefore it's definitive from the perspective of the person who's touching the fire. Then, on the other hand, a person who has realized the nature of emptiness and due to that has gained control over the elements, to them, fire is empty. So if you tell them, if you say that to them fire is empty, then even if they touch their hand to fire, if they touch fire with their hands, it will not burn them because it is empty. So from their perspective, the empty nature of fire is infallible. So here, in the first way of explaining this definitive meaning is that the definitive meaning is established from the perspective of the truthfulness of the individual. And then the second way of explaining this is that like all the different teachings are skillful means. So, for example, on the relative level, we are taught the interdependent relation of cause and effect. And ultimately, we are actually being taught that in order to ultimately realize that cause and effect is actually empty. So we are, through the relative, we are being led to the definitive meaning, and therefore it also becomes definitive. So there's these two ways of explaining this.
Jikten Kyobpa Jikten Sumgön ke Drigung hibate ka ina Drigung ma do chuni mi parewe sena cek zamla deba ina mi pa ya mares de mata tonger nang den marewe Drigung
La
mata to pung gor nang den song yo mare Kyobpa Jikten Sumgön ke Drigung tikpung gogor la ka lo de jing do gam ma do san song do ya ji wa de ji ri de ne
Jikare di long ding alola ne.
Drigung tikpung gogor la ka lo de jing do gam ma do san that kadar Jikten Sumgön ke tan raj song re das this is ten ayo re cho te ha ko jira mala re ba ke chu Drigung zumpung go wo gogor ne nge ngi du ju gong ba to du mi song ne tan song ba yo re da mala re ba ke tan song do
This station lang na.
Da Drigung
Long dan to this station lang na.
Tambo Drigung si ba den he ja go ra tes
Di long dan to station ya ko sare. Di long ding ati Kyobpa sung na nga yige mena nga iskola ka boto.
Re te re Tambo mala re ba long den he ja ra
Oh, so.
Drigung zumpung go ko ni zon de Drigung churang ke Drigung ko thola de yo mari se ta mambo chi tin du ta zumpung go ko zon du ta de chi duza kha tang wu chi de de sanje ke thap na ba na zo ke den de mari mambo lab de de nga de so pa yin su ne de ni dong dang ke ne long da wo de to ya tu su de hyun gor song sum da ho ji de na ji ri do ta ngeng du ju kum ba to de me so den da wo ji da de Kyobpa Jikten Sumgön ke song yo re Drigung hiba de durza ka chang ya chi tu song ya ba re de so la ta du Drigung hiba de sanje ke tin ma song wa ji yi ge re we Kyobpa Jikten Sumgön ke lam na cek la tu ba ina mi yi ba ma re
So in general, then one might wonder that, so is it then that Lord Jikten Sumgön would never speak of the provisional truth? So in terms of words, he did speak about them. And he spoke about them in another Vajra song on realizing impermanence. But before, Milarepa also said something similar. And he said that on the provisional level, we say that there's this and there's that, there's things that you should do, things that you shouldn't do, and so on. And Milarepa said that one can easily become distracted by the various skillful means of the Buddha that he gave for tameable ones of various permissions and prohibitions and so on, things that we can do and that we cannot do, that being kind of carried away by that, it will take a long time to actually get to the ultimate truth, the ultimate nature. And so this is similar to what Jikten Sumgön says. And he says that he does mention the provisional truth as somehow a way to open the disciples or guides their disciples. So in terms of words, if you wonder if he mentioned the provisional truth, he did mention it.
Nandite do zo chikyu goa de kare lengo yore shibaina. Ta tara ngarang zo la de zamgu chik de kala dolang mi de wanda wachi yore. Ine ta pa tie da tang tanda na ta de so kolo dolang mangbo yong ko yore. Tang dong de ngi dung tu pa la. Teni kantar de rang tins ton la mala ba te zamla jo go yu sa ri sam dong ngarang ka te sam nang da tang de de kala. Gang yi sena perna mazo tata ma nangka den simjin tamji sindong ke yorete rambo la na semnang la simjin tamji sosi phamare tin to gunde wes muba yizi zamri mato des kala kabo yore de yene yang jancho simba tamji ga ma nangka den ya simjin tamji sedu simjin tamji phama yin ba da rang phama yin ba da rang ngunjin to ko yoro da rang 다 산제 그 파마 마제바 직정미 센두 딩올라 장초 선바트 송올라 딩바리도 요 말라바리도 요 다랑 차도 요 그래서 대랑 그 동다들 내가 지게 요르스 대한 배 임바지 휴바이나 군산라면 샬롱 나나 송거 요한다 아마지 요레스 morang la pachi yoris then but the tapar ko chulo la chung dia nan ro ko yoris teni pache jaga ngol ro sar ba de de teni bun ni de jaga la jaga phapo yoris cha chin chan teni tapar ta mo la de pa ke tin je khon ro ji zen ama de ke rewa yo ko yoris patla then but the koran chung ja tanda ga tola tonang hyuk chim bote ndo du teni nang la sab de ka de na timba ji de yoris de petin khor yo ya teni thama de la ama de ke ta te thingman de la churang nga la de petin ji khor ma song na teni nga churang ndo la rang so je gin ze ama de ke la ba ris pat but yang chung ja lang ro tanda de ko tanda we ne chung ge yin wa ge chen ne yang nang la lo ndu cha la khya de petin khya la de du ta nang la ma la gang ne tini ko ke tinger is ta nga ka ma la de petin khya de la song ta ama de ni ka chen bo cha song tin tini ko ju ba je ya ta ma ta du tini che je ge so je gan da che tanda zhong de ba je chiro je yoris tin tel ti so de so gang ji pi de ne te korang de ta ka na tom ya bo jin ko yong waris te ama de de ne ta nda char de pe ti ta ne za chim bon ko ni sen de de he ja ta ama de te yin den te mo tel so ta de je de de ni dik check so de la ring san chong ris ta ama de ngol ma la ba cha so check so de Mà最好的点呢，切个说的切这个说人嘛都给，引导这跟着个中人怎么样要嘛了得了，切的说的了，跟着嘛里的，的因呢，没让我们没了个恰上，别等着按照为的，可能个顶着刚才的我们没了吧因吧，的确呢，的呢，他本身三节个点送有的。去他们家说说个什么啦那个有什顿巴啦那个有是，的龙的大大三节让个送吧，马里的，这个去呢他们家经营的顿不在啦，然后的那现在东大的多呢，三节个送有了，的送吧人家送吧的多了那的吧，没了吧？那都讲的上当的那的，但你东西是有超过有的是头把三节。
So maybe this much here. This is the most important point. Of course, if we were in the Eksheda, we would discuss this point on provisional and definitive meaning much more extensively. What we need to understand is that what makes all teachings definitive is that they become unfailing from the perspective of the individual. So, for example, we always say that all matter sentient beings and so on. But if we take an honest look at our mind, do we really think of all sentient beings as our parents? So mostly it is merely an aspiration, but
应该各样叫辛苦哦。
can you hear me now? You're about to cut off. Can you hear me? So did you hear something? All matter sentient beings, did you hear that?
Not yet.
No? You hear it? Yes?
In
no?
order to we not hear that part, right?
Oh, so maybe I say the whole thing again?
Yeah, I think it's better.
Okay. So the main point to be understood here about the definitive meaning is that it becomes what makes everything definitive is that it becomes unfailing from the perspective of the individual. So, for example, we say we speak about all matter sentient beings and so forth. But if we take an honest look at our mind, do we really see all sentient beings as our parents? It's mostly just an aspiration, but it's very difficult to actually recognize them as such. However, for the bodhisattvas, to them, it actually is just that. They are able to recognize all sentient beings as their parents. So the Buddha had said all beings without exception have been our parents. So from the perspective of a bodhisattva, this statement becomes an unfailing truth. And they act in accordance with that, seeing all beings as their parents. Or to give another example, a story that comes from the words of my perfect teacher. And so there is this story about a mother and her son in Tibet. The son is always going out, traveling to India for business, to sell things. So he's traveling all the way from Tibet to India. And so India, especially in those days, was considered to be a noble land, a very precious, very holy place. So the mother had a lot of devotion to the Buddha, and she asked her son that the next time he goes to India to bring her back as support for her practice of devotion. And so then he went off to India to do his business, and he was so preoccupied, his mind was so preoccupied with the business that he would always forget to bring back this holy object for his mother. And so then one time, finally, the mother said to him, this time, next time when you come back, if you do not bring me back a holy object for my devotion, I will kill myself in front of your eyes. So then he went off again to India for his business. And again, he was completely distracted by the business. And he brought back a lot of things, but again, he forgot the holy object. And just before he reached home, he remembered. And he was afraid, and he thought that if I don't have any holy object to give to my mother, he's going to kill herself. So what am I going to do? He regretted, and he was looking around, and then he saw a dead dog. And he took out a tooth from a dog's corpse, and he wrapped it into a white scarf, a kadak. And then he told his mother that this is your holy object. It's the Buddha's tooth. And he explained how precious it is. And the mother believed him, and she treated the object, the tooth, as a holy object, and she supplicated it with devotion. And it is said that from this dog's tooth, then relics had emerged. So from the perspective of the mother, it was an unfailing truth. Actually, it was a dog's tooth. And it didn't even look like a holy relic, a holy object. But then, yet from her perspective, it was a holy object, so it was an unfailing truth. So the teachings become true from the perspective of the individual in this way. The Buddha also said himself that all phenomena depend on causes and conditions, and therefore all depends on one's motivation, one's inner state of mind. And so because it all depends on one's state of mind, that is why from the perspective of the individual, things become a definitive truth, and that is why we can say that the teachings, the vehicles, are all a definitive truth.
다 도지송 쥐바데. 타독 공방 이동 바시 예성. 단데 다시 강나시 때 휴바단 라오라오지 요래 다 되나네. 타조 휴바데. 다달라. 공바진당 공바진 마인바. 되니 장와동다 니바당 자치빈바 임바다 자치기 마인바스나 된 장이 뎀공 도속에 체퍼세게 요래 난데 직진 섬진고 보게 강다양 가르송거 요르시나 타족 숭바데다 탐지 사망이동을 쏘다 사망이동 임바데 간다송르시나 장외 돈당 니베 돈소 조반지 되송고 쏘는다 타데 요바 마인데서 다 장동 렌등 이동에서 타데바 만다와 요마레스 텐티 어디 가레 송요르 휴바이나 hlöami shirngibe dons hlöami rang tins donder hlöami bayinza sanje ge tsikjik sumba yina yang gare durza tamje sanje ju gom salang goya chi sungko yorisi 내 송 산지의 책직 송아데 들자 탐지 산지의 살은 고야지도 송용 받대 준생 강레스나 산지의 송 델 그 닥지 가능이 저 용야 그 책대 그 닥지이나 되네 산지의 남바 탐진 진비 이시대 연고 요레스 디 남바 탐진 진비 이시대 가래단 더드 요레스나 되네 지안현재 장촉 샘란더드 요레스 된다인자 장이제 장촉 샘데 인도 바지리 마도게 란동라 갑가 쯤어 자양 미여 미장 다 되네 랑가 돈나 만들어 때리 인도 연발라 인도데 되네 네갑 그치 ngacho 네갑 제 zubo dewa yinde ba tsamdang che nekap che khala saya yo dewa da jabla konya yo deba te tsamke kho ale thak mi ba de sanje ke to de to res donga ge jamso na yang sen khondo yo ba de ha chin ke yo re chin ne dam de da che dewa ndu ja te mo pe sumba na yin ke de shanti dewa ke 코란저 도저 대완도 그 요르데 되니 로데 베또 먹고 왕게 그 마나는 송 대완도 오지 되니 랑 대와 다탄 좀송다 된다 윈동 그 심진 탐jel로 철제인데 되니 줄라메 베 닌지 띵아 닌지 띵아니 다 송용 베체데 가르신 티 동아들 드란두케 다 심지 차안 그 요장 다 산제게
this kundak ngatis chesong the tawa ki chesong ni shanti deva ki sona yang the deva to kyang tene
도 가래라 대완 도장 때목배서 때목게 되니 도제 대완 도나야 때 때목 왕게 마리부 때목 레송도 되니 랑 대와 소속 대와데 자다데 만좀네 말한 저거 대 자리스네 되니 휴익 대라 저거로 탑중도 휴익지거라 대 미탑지거라 자데 바 미바조 탑시지거라 디나 이게 되는 소속 대와데 미부 탑시지 요도스 송로와 힌데 대와게 대완 도장 티목배 때목배 랑 대와 자던죠 동할 돈도 세미우장스 동할 때 무고스 나가 동할 고메세가 나 고메가 되니 마나효 nga 마도 효 nga 만차효 nga 체렌효 스타자냐 데인어데 동할 돈도 세미자 동안이 랑몬 바족스 다 동아디 솔랑 파족노 그 동아디 드야지 족데 바노 dancing land tendra songro ta nde ta ji ndungki ji ta gongda te am sorry te ji nyu ba no ngene ta ji nyu ba ke le ka le de wan ro ji te ten sanje ge tong de ta de la lam yang ta ba ji tin ji de la te ni jun song go ya jun sin cha ge yo ma re se ti so na te ni san ta zhou de song yo ba cha ma ngi dong re yu song
so then we come to Vajra statement 10 and that is quite similar. It says anything taught as the 6 positions is only the definitive meaning. And so these 6 positions are, so there is the intention, the intentional, the non-intentional, then there's the provisional meaning, the definitive meaning, there is the literal and the non-literal. And so Jikten Sumgön said basically that that all these 6 positions are only of definitive meaning. And so basically he's saying that there is no distinction, therefore that the provisional and the definitive are not distinct. They are unfailing definitive meaning. And that is because if the Buddha even only says a single word, he says that in order to establish sentient beings in the state of Buddhahood. And if he only says a single word, that word that comes from his mouth is originates from the omniscient wisdom. And because he has omniscient wisdom, he also possesses bodhicitta. And because he has bodhicitta, all he cares about is others. He does not care about himself, even as small as the point of a needle. Not in the least does he care about himself. He only cares about others. And for the sake of others, he speaks to liberate them. And so that's not just in a temporary sense, in terms of providing us physical well-being, food and clothing and so on, because the Buddha had realized that these will not liberate us from samsara. He realized that even if we have those things provided, we will continue to wander in the ocean of samsara. So therefore, Shantideva also said that even though beings wish to be happy, they cannot achieve happiness because they're ignorant. So he says that even though they want to be happy, they destroy their own happiness as though they would destroy their worst enemy. And for example, if we label someone an enemy, then we fight them, we try to eliminate them, and so on. So just like that, we are actually eliminating our own happiness, like our worst enemy, when actually we want to be happy. And likewise, he says that even though beings do not want to suffer, they chase after their suffering. So for example, we say, I don't want to suffer. I don't want to be sick. May I not be sick. May I not go hungry. May I not freeze. May I have a long life, and so on. So we say that we don't want that, and yet with our actions we chase exactly that which we don't want, because we are defiled by self-grasping. And sorry to say, but this is really kind of actually crazy, and this is how the Buddhas have seen it. When the Buddha teaches the true path, therefore, he has no reason to tell a lie. Everything is definitive, and therefore the 6 positions are of definitive meaning.
Sanje rangi ndo Tenzin jarbuna na kare songre hyubayina yun chula gohin timbar sha tepar jishe ngal mdimis tani dekik zunji tsegna mana te sunjosan tuji jarwe ta de dimbar song son
This Joso, this
yun setapa matlab bora yun chula gohin timbar sha ta churana ngai pa la gos
Goshin Tempasa.
Ndrehye ja gos mandawra ndrehye ja gos tepar jihes tepa ta yichi jihe zonjura tepar jihe ngala mdimis ngal zun nge chorana zun la ko maris chorana ngal yichi jida nge la ya de yichi jira nge chol zun la ko maris malap karisna dehes se sanje kan sinje kan namdang rawa dehi zun ji tsegna mana des dehi ke da zoba sanje ke dane dene dewan roba lamtung king ke tanda ke kanza deke lar kanda tini zung tseg mana des zung tseg lagu maris kains na tuji jarwes ta da dimbar song tu da naba kund dimbe tseg mato ke dane di tseg yongsan ro kulong de ningje dang yishi delan chongko yo zang tini zun lagu mari sone ndo Tenzin jabo na tana song do
To Tenzin jabo ra. The Buddha said in the Samadhi Rajya Sutra, King of Samadhi Sutra, that so to his disciple, the youthful one, the Kumara, he said that I'm going to instruct you, give you a teaching, have faith, trust in that, because I am without falsehood. The Sugata does not lie. And so that is because a perfectly complete Buddha shows the path from happiness to happiness, and therefore a Buddha would not lie. And that is because a Buddha possesses great compassion. Out of great compassion, the victorious one always speaks truthfully. So it is because the words are founded in omniscient wisdom, which is founded in compassion. The Buddha's words are always truthful.
Nanda Chirtan Sanje song Tamjela, Dinsek Traba song, Dinsek Traba Shivade. Ta Sanje Sumba Tamje, Chudan Tumba, Dondan Tumba, Mado, Jun de Suma song to, then song de la Nuba Chimbo Yore song do. Ngaranzo dere, Samsa o nga Jawa Lamro Yongsho se Yongja Jaya, Pehan Rupin Domba Chik Chik Dum Make Tunza. Te Pink Yore, Te Yapori, Te the Nyamdola, Soso Train, Lega Drogo Yuna, Tambo Tela, Ngata Veteran Lega, Dead and Deta which Drogo get some Tamjeke, Lega the Yapon Rohio, San Kyobpa Simji, Roa Simji. Teni Nima Tenimotela, Junabo Gia Togomar, the Gogman, Nima Tenimotela, Terengake, Jun Lagmens, Train Nimatela. Ta mamta yang nga tongda den ro ya chi de zeng la ge men se da zeng zhe ma la den da je na de ni de ge so so ge ya yong jia jie dong pa dong yong ba de dang so so ge mong lam da ya ba de so song den ren du de ni nu ba chen bo tu ne de ni zhong de tong ya la pin den da yong ge yo ma do ge de ni pe khan ro ya ja jing dong pa dong go xian dong dong ro ji so so dong da de nga dong da den ro go sang dang bo ngan jin ji Teni ti o teni ta paro le zuma bo lam tena lab de wai na te tozi ta donda de mrab de o khang ni sa de nge yong ja je yin de hla de le nu ba ma do hla de ke le pin ta ke ma do san teni de lo je te chom je teni dang bo donda ma de ni be chan de so so ngin son ro ya jo san ro yo za te hira bi ju ta ne tenda we ne ji tham na teni so so ke chek de yang ta dinsek tropa na yin ro cha ya ke tunjin chang yong ko yo za ne ngarang chama ke gang tup tup ke tena ro ji tum ya bo yori sam so ta nge ja cha ja la churang so te chi lab go na ngarang ngun te cha ji to ge mi cha yang me ko po pan da ko dang mo do chap chang ji lab do go na te tene yang churang so ke tena ji ro je na sam ya ke kulong da de ngal ta te je do se na tena yin za shu ba yin
So all of the Buddha's words are truthful, are words of truth, and therefore are accomplished. So all of the Buddha's words are in conformity with the Dharma, with the truth. And for this reason, because they are truthful, they are very powerful. For example, when you want to be successful in an activity, or you want to make money, and so on, you have all kinds of intentions that you want to accomplish. So we pray to accomplish our intentions, and that is a good thing to do. But together with that, we should also develop a mind, an altruistic mind, bodhicitta. So, for example, if in the morning today you want to accomplish a certain activity, then you can think that just like me, many others also want to accomplish similar activities. May they all be successful in their activities. So cultivate such an intention. And we cannot always practice such conduct, disciplined conduct for a long time. So you can say that today I will be truthful. Today I will not tell a lie. At least if it is just for the sake of accomplishing your own purpose. at least for that, you will be truthful for that day. And so if you make an aspiration prayer to accomplish your benefit together with that, then it will become more powerful and it will be helpful in accomplishing your intention. And that is unlike an ordinary intention. For example, if you think that I want to be successful or make money, so then you go somewhere, make an offering and say, oh, please do those pujas for me so I will be successful. So then first of all, you're doing that with a selfish intention, and then you're not doing that with virtuous conduct, such as not telling lies. So you might just like give them the money to do your puja, but then you still go ahead and just tell lies to other people and so on. So then it might happen that your intention will not be accomplished. And then you might think that why did it not get accomplished? I made this offering and I sponsored this puja and so on. Maybe it's because the deity doesn't have any power or there's no benefit in doing these practices. So it might happen that you lose your faith and that you develop doubts. And then not only did you not accomplish your intention, but also you're creating a cause for falling into the 3 lower realms. So it would be good to use some intelligence when trying to accomplish our purposes according to these words of truthfulness. Trying to accomplish your purposes, but with truthfulness. So if you're able to do that, it might be very beneficial. And of course, I cannot tell you this with 100% certainty, since maybe I also do not have the confidence of being able to say that I can do that 100%, but at least I can give you some encouragement to practice in this way.
Oh, thank you. Jambar Baba Jadan Jamba Dang Kunda Zambo Deyan Dejan Deda Gunja Jisa Dalos Giwan Deda Danja Rada Ngo Janjo Zenjo Renbo Je Ma Je Ba Nan Je Jor Je Je ba nyan ba me ba ya gong ne gong don pe wa yo. May every being alien with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. Thank you very much. See you 3 o'clock, 3 p.m.